Welcome to AI Evening News. Tonight, Sonnet 5, Google's cheapest image model turned study video engine, Gemini running your Mac from your phone, and a $92 billion model trained with no Nvidia. Tonight's headliner, Claude Sonnet 5 nearly matches Opus 4.8 at about a third of the price. Next, the second half of today's topics. Anthropic released Claude Sonnet 5, and it's the most agentic sonnet yet. It plans, uses tools like browsers and terminals, and runs whole tasks on its own. On agent work, it approaches Opus 4.8, Anthropic's top model, but it costs far less. An intro price of $2 per million tokens in and $10 out, holding through the summer. It's now the default model for free and pro users, and it's on Claude Code and the API. Here's an unusual one. In mid-June, Anthropic disabled two of its frontier models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5, to comply with a U.S. export control order tied to national security. The trigger? Amazon researchers found a jailbreak that got Fable 5 to identify software vulnerabilities. Then, on June 30, the Commerce Department reversed course and lifted the controls, with no export license required. Access to Fable 5 comes back for everyone today, July 1, on the Claude apps and Claude Code, with new security commitments attached. Google shipped Nano Banana 2 Lite, its fastest and cheapest image model, about $0.034 per 1,000 images, rendered in roughly 4 seconds each. But the fun part is where it shows up. It's the engine behind NotebookLM's new short video overviews, which turn your notes into 60-second vertical videos with narration and animation. It's rolling out on paid tiers first, in English to start. Google's Gemini Spark, its always-on agentic assistant, got a Mac app. The headline feature? You can hand your Mac a multi-step task from your phone while you're out. Ask it to find a report on your desktop, pull a number, and email it to you. It also connects to more apps, from Canva to Dropbox, and supports your own custom MCP servers. For now, it's a US-only beta for AI Ultra subscribers 18 and up. Anthropic also launched Claude Science, a workbench built for researchers. It pulls the whole research loop into one app, reading the literature, running multi-step experiments, and producing publication-ready figures. It natively renders things like 3D protein structures and genome tracks. And here's the part scientists will care about. Every figure it makes ships with the exact code and environment that produced it, so the work is reproducible. It's a beta on Mac and Linux, and Anthropic is giving away up to $30,000 in credits to as many as 50 research projects. Cognition, the company behind the AI engineer Devin, shipped Devin Fusion. Instead of one model, it runs two in parallel, a frontier main model that plans and reviews, and a cheaper sidekick that takes the routine subtasks, with handoffs mid-session. The result, Cognition says, is frontier-level quality at about 35% lower cost, and up to 41% with its top model. In their own testing, 88% of merged pull requests were driven entirely by the automated router. It's in preview now. Huawei open-sourced openPangu 2.0 Flash, a mixture of experts model with 92 billion total parameters, but only about 6 billion active per token. The headline isn't the size, it's the silicon. Huawei says it was trained entirely on its own Ascend NPUs, with no Nvidia chips anywhere in the loop. It handles a very long context, and Huawei is releasing the training code in stages, under its own open license. OpenAI opened its personal finance feature to ChatGPT Plus users in the US. It was pro-only before. You link your bank and card accounts through Plaid, which connects to over 12,000 institutions, and ChatGPT builds a dashboard of your spending, subscriptions, upcoming bills, and portfolio. Then you can just ask it questions about your own money. Importantly, it's read-only. It can summarize and analyze, but it can't move money or trade. You can delete the financial data anytime. And 3 quick ones. Hugging Face added a hardware filter, so you can ask which models will actually run on your own GPU or Mac before you download. X launched 2 official MCP servers. AItools can now read and search X natively, though they still can't post for you. And a Shanghai lab, InternScience, open-sourced Agents A1, a 35 billion parameter agent model it says rivals models many times its size. If today's signal was useful, subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's briefing.